Hello. You'll have to excuse my voice this morning. I seem to be losing it already, and we've only just begun the semester. But my name is Tammy Munson, and I will be your online instructor for the CIS 105 class this semester. I wanted to prepare this video just to give you a little bit of information about the course. Everything in the course shell should be ready to go. You're going to see that there are 5 different assignments that are due by Sunday, August 26th at 11:55 p.m. As you have an opportunity to go through and take a look at the syllabus, you're going to see that all assignments are due on Sunday evenings by 11:55 p.m. You will receive a 10% penalty for any work that is submitted after that 11:55 p.m. deadline. So you want to make sure that you can go ahead and get those assignments turned in on time. With any online course, it takes a little bit of planning and preparation on your part to make sure that you can meet those deadlines. You have to remember that in an online class, we're providing you with the information, but you're in a sense responsible for, reading through the textbook materials and understanding that information. If at any time you have any questions, you're going to see on the website in the syllabus that you have all of my contact information. And I want you to always feel free to send me an email, or if you want to send me a text, just to be able to communicate and not feel like you're alone in a class like this, because I will do whatever I can to help. Obviously, my class schedule means that I have classes at other times, so please don't be offended if I don't respond right away, because I'm possibly in a class, and so I would have to finish out that class before I can respond to your information. Just to get started a little bit, this does require a textbook in this class, and so this is what your textbook looks like. It's the Benchmark Series Office 2016, and what I tell students is, you do need the textbook for the class. There's information in here that you'll need for your knowledge checks and that kind of thing. If you're from the same school and you want to share a book, I guess that's entirely up to you. But just, make sure that you have access to the resources. You can find the book online at Amazon.com. They're probably a lot cheaper than if you purchase them through the bookstore. The ISBN number for the book is found on the back of the textbook. It's also in the syllabus. When you're preparing to do work for class, just make sure that you go through the material, and if you have any questions, again, just don't be afraid to ask. So to give you an overview of the assignments that you'll have to do, not sure how many of you have ever worked with a learning management system, or we call it an LMS. And here at Mitchell Tech, that is our MyMTI. So I'm going to go ahead and launch, the MyMTI website. So you can come up here in your browser and you just type MyMTI, mymti.mitchelltech.edu, and then it will take you out to the website. And what you will see is a login button. All you need to do is click on that login button, as your credentials should already be set, and it's going to try to go ahead and log you in. Once you're logged in, our course is CIS 10502, which just stands for online. So you go ahead and click on that, and then it will bring you to the intro page of your class. As soon as I have this video finished, the video is going to show up on this page for you, but it's just not finished yet. So if I just go take a look at the course information, this gives you my office hours in the class. If you go to the gradebook, this is going to give you your grades. You will also find information on what's called the overview page. This tells you what assignments are due, when they're due, etc. The syllabus. This gives you information about the class, and then my syllabus is located right here. So I would spend some time going through that so that you understand what the expectations are in the class. Let's go ahead and click on Coursework. So when I click on Coursework, I'm going to change this to your student view just so that I'm seeing what you will see. So you're going to notice this gray box right here. There will only ever be 2 assignments that show up in this box, but that doesn't mean that that's all you have due for the week. So please scroll down into the assignments to see what is due. For instance, this week we have 5 assignments that are due. Let's take a look at the introduction discussion. If you've never done a discussion forum, you click on that link, tells you when the initial post is due. So this initial post is due on Friday so that it gives your classmates time to respond to those by Sunday. So you're going to introduce yourself to me. You're going to click on the Add Post button. You're going to call it intro in your name. So for me, it would be intro-Tammy Munson. And you're going to answer these 4 questions. Once you've done your initial post, then you can go in and reply to at least 2 classmates. Please understand that when we do replies, we're looking for professionalism. So you can't just say, oh, yes, I agree with that, or, oh, I see what you're saying. You need to reply in complete sentences to your classmates. So from there, you can go to the actual forum where you'll be able to go in and post your information. Let's go back to coursework, and then you will see that you have to create folders for this class. So you simply have to create a CIS 105 folder with the following folders inside of it. So to do that, if I minimize this, you right-click, you choose New, you go to Folder, and then I could call this CIS 105. Then I can double-click on that folder, and I can right-click, and then I can create a new folder for whatever I need. So if I need data files, I've created it. If I right-click and do New, and I need one for Word, I can call it Word. So you get the idea. What you need to do then is you're going to have to send me a screenshot of that so I can grade it. So there's a couple different ways to do a screenshot. If you go down and search for the snip tool, this is the little tool that I have pinned to my taskbar with scissors. You select that, you do a new snip, and then what do you want your new snip to be? So if I want it to be the screen, I click on full screen, it snipped that for me, and then I can go into my email and I can paste that. The other thing that you can do to do a screenshot is you can do the Alt print screen button. Then you can go into your email if you have to send me an email, and you can simply paste that into the email. Just read the directions and see what it wants you to do, if it wants you to send me an email or if it wants you to go ahead and just do a screenshot and upload it. So I could click on new email, and then I can go in here and just paste that so that screenshot is actually in there. So that takes care of that assignment. The next assignment that it asks you to do is under coursework. You are going to send me an email. And so if you click on that, it's going to tell you that you're going to tell me something that you haven't told me in your introduction discussion. So examples might be your family, hobbies, work, something else that I left off of there. You know, if you need assistance with things, you know, please make sure that you let me know that, because that could be something to be included in the email as well. The fourth assignment is your photo in my MTI. Now, if your picture already shows up in there, you don't have to worry about this one. But if it doesn't, this is very specific as to what you need to do. You can take a picture with your phone. If you have a picture that you want to scan in, that's up to you. But when you send it to me, you have to name it your ID number.jpg. Has to be saved as a JPEG. So an example would be, you know, if a student's ID is 43215, the name of their picture is going to be 43215.jpg. So make sure that you go ahead and upload that to me in my MTI. And the final piece is the student data files. So if you click on this link, what it says is go to the resources link on the left side of my MTI. And you're going to see a folder called Data Files for Word. So if I click on Resources, I'm going to see Word data files. I click on Download. It's going to save that to my computer. I'm going to click on it and choose to show it in the folder. I'm going to right-click on it and choose Copy. And then I'm going to go back to the folder that I created on my desktop. And I'm going to go to Data Files, and I'm going to right-click, and I'm going to paste it in there. Now, it takes a little bit for it to do this. And once you have it done, what you're going to need to do is be able to unzip those data files. The reason that we're doing it is because we're going to need it next week for class. So you may have to go in and unzip them. Maybe they'll be fine. But then what's in here is for each chapter, the files that you're going to need for the class. So that just gives you an overview of the materials that are going to be due in my MTI. So if you have any questions or concerns, please don't hesitate to get a hold of me and let me know. I check my email every day. I will respond to my texts as soon as I can. Typically, I don't have my phone in the classroom because I need to focus on what my students are doing in class. So with that, I just wish everyone a great year. And if you have any